Interviewing a guy one time, and he started talking about the black Israelites, and we're the real Jews. And I was like, and it wasn't on camera, but I was like, it was so far out to me that I was like, we'll never kind of understand common terms on that.
This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 31. Then said Yahawashi to those Jews which believed on him, If ye continue in my word, then ye are my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Yeah. Walk, and they named the beast of the sea and the animals of the land. Heavens. And man in his blackness did walk the earth, making medicine, then discovered type. These were all black people got down. Wait a minute. This ain't nothing in here about whitey. This is us. Make sure the brothers hear this. Tuna. I'm gonna get this book out of here, baby. This guy's the real G. Check this out. Control yourself, don't you see? What you mean, Jack? Look at this here. Black people started the music and the brain surgery back in the year 3 BC. Yes, of course, man, they was getting down. This is it, brother. Yes, everybody gonna know about this. Listen, we can change the history. Civilization will be changed. Yeah, this is gonna be it.
Get the bulldozers, there's nothing here.
But.
Shut up! Good heavens, time for tea, eh? What?
Alright, so there you go. Alright, you got this, as you seen in the beginning, that Tucker Carlson interview, where he's trying to deny the Hebrew Israelites being a dark-skinned people, which, as we know, according to the Bible, because he was talking about when Putin, bring out those Russian icons, which that's just Esau, man. They in denial, but the truth is, it's all in your face, If you don't want to believe it, then that's gonna be on you. Scripture says that they may be damned who believe not the truth. If you can't get this understanding, then more than likely the Lord is not dealing with you. You're going to be destroyed, and the Lord is definitely not dealing with any Edomites like Tucker Carlson. All right, I have a count here. This is Numbers chapter 12, verse 10, going into Miriam whenever she spoke against Moses, her brother. And what did the Lord do? It says, jumping right to the point, Numbers chapter 12, verse 10, and the cloud departed, which is a chariot, from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. So Miriam, she became leprous. Okay? She became leprous, white as snow. So if she became white as snow, then what was she before that? All right, let me go ahead and play this.
With your group, say that they are the chosen people, and now you're saying that your group, your community, is the chosen people.
Well, one will know the children of God by their deeds and not by their words. You know the tree by the fruit that it bears. We're not judging people on the color of their skin, but on the content of their character and what they're doing for the world. You see, there are those in South Africa who are now calling themselves Afrikaners, and they come out of British, and they come out of the Netherlands, and they come out of Germany. If we only go by what one calls themselves, then there's no way to determine that.
So then are you disavowing the heritage of the Jews who are outside of your community?
I'm not disavowing the heritage of anyone. I'm just affirming the heritage of black people in America as being the descendants of the true children of God, or the Hebrew Israelites, you see. Okay. So those who are saying that they are the sons and the daughters of Abraham, we say, bring forth your works.
Okay, we're going to... Jews, as we traditionally know Jews,
only
because we're not as familiar with your group.
All right, and you got this brother, he's speaking. All right, but you see right here, it says undeniable, full color evidence of black Israelites in the Bible. All right, and really the Bible is a history book for the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians. All right, the Bible was written by and for us. All right, and in these last days, the truth is coming out. And Esau's trying to cover it up, but you can't cover up this truth, man. All right, the truth is the truth. You can't cover up the truth. So as days goes on, it's gonna get more and more, that, hey, this is going to be undeniable. This is going to be something that everybody's talking about. We understand that. So with Tucker Carlson bringing this up again, that encounter he had with the elders and apostles, which I went into that recently, and Elder Apostle Harwood was pretty much schooling him on he kept saying, well, why am I going into slavery? Why am I going into slavery? And that's the thing. They don't want to go into slavery, so they will deny it until they can't deny it anymore, because these devils don't want to go into slavery, but you're still going to slavery. Let's go to Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. It says, the revelation of Yahawashi HaMashiach, which the Most High gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass, and he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. So the Lord is about to show to John the Revelator, what the Most High is showing to John the Revelator what the Lord looks like according to the Bible. And we read this a bazillion times, but let's read it again. Revelation chapter 1, verse 13, it says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. Let me go here. Hold on. Let me go grab this other one. All right. This post says the true biblical depiction of who you ignorantly call Christ. And I'm going to let this play, because Tucker Carlson said he just found it so hard to believe, but these are ancient paintings of melanated people, of the Bible, okay, who you call Christ. His name is Yahawashi. Okay, you call him Jesus. His name is Yahawashi. The Israelites, the angels, they're all dark skinned, even the Most High. So let's read some more. It says, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps, with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool. Okay, he had white woolly hair. All right. It says, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass. Now, brass is a derivative of brown. All right. Brass is a derivative of brown. Let's go here, Salakia. Oh, watch out for that. But you gotta watch out for that post, man. The Esau. This right here is what the picture is describing, though. A dark-skinned man with white woolly hair. All right. A dark-skinned man with white woolly hair. Bringing it back, it says his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. Okay, so this is what our Lord Yahawashi looks like according to the Bible. All right, he had white woolly hair. And you see Jake right here, his hair is so white, and his hair is so gray, it looks white. All right. It says, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. So not only did he have, dark skin or brown skin, it was dark skin. Okay. They'll say, oh, he was Middle Eastern, or he was olive colored. It's always the same thing. Okay. It's that dogma that's being pushed. Okay. But through the starting with our beloved elders and apostles, this truth has gone out. So it don't matter what Tucker Carlson got to say, or anybody in any of these pale faces. All right, these damn Edomites, these red skins. All right, let's go to Daniel. All right, because he had that account where I believe it was one of the apostles. I can't remember exactly who at the time, but he said show us. Philip, I believe it was Philip. He said, the Lord said, show us the Father. Philip said, show us the Father. And he said, have you not seen me, Philip? It's pretty much saying that, roughly paraphrasing that, if you see me, then you seen the Father. So what our Lord looks like, he looks like his Father. Let's grab that. Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow. The Ancient of Days is the Most High. It says, and his hair, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. All right. Like the pure wool. It says, his throne was like the fiery flame, and the wheels of burning fire. And I remember, they had that football game. I think it was the who was it? The Indians. I can't exactly remember who was playing, but it was, it was a spiritual game. You know, I believe it was the Patriots versus the Indians, and you had a man in the stands when the camera panned by who appeared to be an angel, man. We believe that was an angel, and he looked just like this right here with the white woolly hair and the dark skin, and then they panned back and it was gone. You know, so it's very spiritual times, man. Very, very, very spiritual times, and that's why we give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, because he gave us this knowledge, and it's going out throughout the whole earth. Let me grab that real quick. All right, and guys like Tucker Carlson are just trying to do damage control because they know that with especially with this guy Putin bringing out those Russian icons, that right there, it made these Edomites feel a type of way. They started burning Bibles. It says 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 27, for evil shall be put out and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which have been so long without fruit shall be declared. So the truth which have been so long without fruit is finally being declared in the earth, man. All right. It is finally being declared in the earth. Let me grab this. And I want to show this. I put a post up about it the other day. But it says Acts 13 verse 1. It says, now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simon, Salakia got a phone call. We're bringing it back. Acts 13 verse 1. It says in the KJV, now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called nigger. Okay, in modern day terms they'll put two G's, but that's the way it's pronounced, nigger. Okay, it says, and Lucius of Cyrene and Manaen, it says, which had been brought up with Herod and Tetrarch and Saul. Now, the point I wanted to grab was that it says Niger, nigger. All right, and over here in the NLT, which that really just means dark, dark skinned people. You got that word more, which means black. But when we go here, well, you even got some crowns. You look at the crowns, and when they got a black color, it'll say on the crowns, they believe in a different language or something. It'll say Negro, like for Spanish or something. But it says Acts 13 verse 1, among the prophets and teachers of the church of Antioch and Syria were Barnabas and Simeon, called the black man. All right, you see that right there. Check out zoom in, but I can't. But you see it. I'll highlight it. It said they were called the black man. All right, the black man. Lucius from Cyrene, Manania. Like I can't pronounce that. It says the childhood companion of King Herod, Antipas, and Saul. But the point there is the black man. All right. So when you go from these different translations in the Bible, you see these things. Another one is let me grab it in here. Let's go to what is it? Jeremiah 14. Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2, and we can go all day with these scriptures, but I just want to make this real quick as I showed you those videos, and you saw in the Richard Pryor video, they said it was banned, okay, and he was showing how when they go into these tombs and stuff, and they find these ancient artifacts, they're seeing jakes on these artifacts, and you saw what Esau did. They sealed it up and said, bring the bulldozer. This is why you go into Egypt and you find, noses knocked off of statues and stuff and lips gone, because they don't want you to see those dark features, proving that, this myth and this lie of them always being in power is not true. You got something called the Dark Ages where Israelites ruled. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians were in power. Jeremiah chapter 14 Verse 2, Judah mourneth, the gates thereof languish, they are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. All right, and that word black goes into kadar, which means dark skinned. All right, we went into that before too. All right, so it's in your face, man. See, you can accept it or not. Either way, the truth has gone out. All right, the truth is going out. Here's one more
to the areas of Spain, Portugal. Moor or Morano was a blanket term for the Israelites, meaning black, who were taken to the areas of Spain, Portugal, Germany, England, and Rome by the Romans in 70 AD as slaves. But when the Roman Empire fell, these Hebrews took control and ruled those areas and remained there until the European powers took back over, like in 1492. This is how you get terms like Anglo-Saxon, which translates as the angelic sons of Isaac, or the German name Kop, which is derived from the Hebrew Yaakov via the Latin Jacobus. The name was changed throughout the major European languages from Jacques, Giavaco, Giacapo, Iacapo to Kop. Hence names in German like Schwarzkopf. Schwarz is a surname of the German origin meaning black. So names like Schwarzkopf translate as Black Jacob. Or
so there you go. All right, it's all in your face, man. The truth is out. So if you want to deny it and act like it's not, it's not that, then go ahead, But we're not worried about what damn Edomites like Tucker Carlson say, man. All right, either way, the truth is here. The truth has gone out, and whether you want to accept it or not, whether you want to accept it or not, the truth is out. So that's just a quick one in the spirit, man. I want to go into that, this guy speaking about, what he said about, it was so absurd to him, but, he calls himself a Christian. Well, do you read the Bible? Do you actually? And we know Christians don't really read their Bibles, If they do, they don't understand what they're reading. So he called himself a Christian, but if you use a, oh well, let me grab that. Let me see. Let me grab that, man, because even that word Christian, when you go into that word Christian, it was actually a derogatory term that was, put upon the Israelites. Christian. This is a derogatory term that was put upon the Israelites. It says, this is Acts chapter 11, verse 26. It says, and when he had found him, he brought him into Antioch, and it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people. And the disciples were called Christians first at Antioch. You see, so the disciples, the Israelites, were called Christians first at Antioch, which means a follower of the Messiah. All right. But these people, they despised the Lord. You see? So the real Christians are the Israelites, all right? To say the least. But in these last days, you devils are being exposed, man. All right? And as you get exposed, your kingdom is going down more and more. Let me grab this. I'll close out with this right here. Because I went into a video recently where I went into it where, you had the whole thing that Hitler said, that when it's found out who the real Jews are, that was going to be the end of this man's kingdom. So that's why they're trying to, sweep it under the rug and, act like it'll just, they're hoping that it just disappears. But the truth is out. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. It's going to get violent out here. These Edomites ain't just, going to keep shrugging it off and acting like, oh, no, that didn't happen, and trying to deny it. When this man's deception doesn't work anymore, he goes back to his sword, hence Jacob's trouble. All right. It says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So we got to endure. It's going to be a bumpy road in these last days, but we got to endure unto the end, and then the same shall be saved. It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So this gospel being preached is a witness unto all these nations, and guess what? Now the end is coming. All right, the end is coming. So, hey, man, truth is out. You can either, get in line, or what they say, get down or lay down. And you heathen nations, you got hell to pay for what you did unto us, and that's what they're afraid of. With that being said, I'm gonna say Shalom, Kwame Sharala, a Bible ball.